So this is it's a phrasal construction that always works this way. I would say this first one is idiomatic. To be geared toward something is like to be set up so that they do that thing or they work in that situation. So to be geared toward, seminar style courses are geared toward a small group of students. That is, they're directed to a small group of students, but it's also set up in a way that it suits them. I think, oh, it looks like Fatima is here. So I actually think one problem here is that to to be geared toward is almost idiomatic. If you take it apart, I don't even know if it's really a metaphor. It's just a way in which people say this thing. It doesn't make a lot of sense if you take it apart. Um, yeah.
But can you give us a simple meaning for geared toward?
There's not really a simple meaning. I might say that um, uh, it means they're prepared to be used in a certain way for a certain purpose. So to be geared toward. So I might say that the article that I wrote was geared toward the public better understanding my research. I don't think that's a very good way to express that idea. I would rather, but that's kind of it's kind of used in that idiomatic way where it's very hard to pull it apart and say this is exactly why that is a metaphor that works here or not. It doesn't feel like it works in most situations. It's a very I don't know, it's very bureaucratic and sometimes like if this is about education they often talk in a very bureaucratic way.
Yeah.
So we couldn't demarcate something toward someone. So that's in the direction of someone. A demarcation is marking a boundary. So we could say that if we wanted to say that seminar style courses are demarcated by some criteria or demarcated by some boundary, or if we wanted to say that people outside of a small group were excluded, we could say they're demarcated for small groups of students. But it doesn't quite work even in that case. I think to draw a boundary
To draw a
or
boundary
to
means
draw a line around something or between things. Yeah.
a line.
Yeah. So I might say that that I had to demarcate areas of responsibility. That is, I had to show what I was responsible for and what my colleagues were responsible for and make a boundary and say, this is what I have to do, this is what you have to do. It's often used when there's a situation that's in dispute. So you have a demarcation dispute. I guess grammatically we see the will there suggesting a future tense. Will indulge
Explore.
would
Yeah.
work grammatically. Will explore. So indulged, the past participle doesn't work.
Yeah. Because
But
of will. Yeah.
yeah, because it's setting up a future tense. And that's tricky to notice because there's an adverb in the middle, invariably. But also you don't really indulge a topic. To indulge someone is to give them what they want, even if they don't, even if it's not good for them. To indulge in something is to let yourself enjoy something, even if it's not good for you. So I indulged in lots of whiskey on the weekend. Or I'm going to allow somebody to indulge in something. So it's usually indulge in, or if it's indulged, it's not indulging a topic, it's indulging a person. Yeah.